Hi, and welcome to episode 87 of In the Hall podcast. I'm your host, Sean Madden. You know those corporate training videos they make you watch? Every job I had, you had to watch. Before you hit the floor, check out our training modules. If I have to do another training module in my life, that's all I'll say. Those corporate training videos are always so fucking fake. Hi, if you're watching this, you're a part of the family. Welcome to the team. Let's just call it AmeriCorp. Here at AmeriCorp, we strive every day for excellence. We show up on time. We're dressed to impress. And remember, the customer is always right. And you just try to skip ahead to the next one. You're like, I fucking hate this shit. It just keeps going, error, you haven't watched the full video. Please watch the full video before you take the practice quiz. You're like, there's a practice quiz? Why? Can I just make my $8 an hour? Why do I have to watch 900 training videos? There's less training to be a fighter pilot than there is to work at Walmart. I mean, my God. Hi, welcome to the family. I want to see an honest training video. Hi, here at AmeriCorp, we don't give a fuck about our customers, so what makes you think we'll give a fuck about you? Here you're going to be overworked, underpaid, and 99% of the time, you're going to be exhausted. We're happy to have you here, but remember, if we could replace you with robots, we would. AmeriCorp, go fuck yourself. Just an honest training video. Hi, I'm the CEO of the company. While you're watching this pre-recorded video, I'm on my yacht being blown by whores. Enjoy your $8 an hour, and remember, if you have a complaint, go somewhere else. Played a quick 9 holes today. Then afterwards tonight, I went to the bar, and this guy comes in and sits next to us with an Apple Watch, and he's just talking to someone through it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm at the bar. What? I can't hear you. I'm having because the speaker on the Apple Watch sucks." So he's like, "Oh, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time hearing you. One second. I'm ordering the mozzarella sticks. Did you want anything else?" The Apple Watch is the worst. The Apple Watch just made everybody in America look like an out-of-shape James Bond. Yeah, I'm at the booth in the back. Yeah, we ordered the calamari and the mozzarella sticks. Did you want anything else? Ask somebody why they got an Apple Watch. Well, you know how the texts go into the phone? Well, now they're on my wrist. And I like that better. Like before I had to reach into my pocket to see that nobody texted me. But now I can just glance at my wrist. What? Get a Swiss watch like a gentleman. God, I hate the Apple Watch. The arrogance that comes with people who buy an Apple Watch. As if Rolex called them and been like, hey, we're making 5 of these. We're going to send you one. It's not that fucking cool. A watch that you have to go down to Best Buy and be like, hey, do you have any silver ones? And they got to page the guy in the back with the walkie-talkie. Hey, Carl, it's Jake. We're just, I got a customer here who wants the silver Apple Watch. Do we have any more silver ones in the back? Can you check? Oh, no, we only have blue. Sorry, sir, we only have blue. Do you want the blue one? And you go, well, I guess I'll take the blue one. I really want an Apple Watch. I want my texts on my wrist. I like the Apple Watch because it tracks my steps. I don't track my steps, and I'm fucking shredded. I don't know how many steps I took today, but I have a 6-pack. You see how that works? Most gym memberships are $25 a month, yet the people that pay $150 to $250 to go to the gym are fat as hell. Everyone I've ever met with an Equinox membership goes there because of the lavender hand soap. I go, so you go there to wash your hands? I can tell. Somebody gave my phone number to the Mormons. I don't know. It could have been somebody that doesn't like me. Because you could do that. You could just give someone's phone number to a Scientologist and say, I'd love to learn more. And they'll just spam the shit out of that phone number. So I don't know. This person addressed me by name. He said, "Hi, Sean!" ! This is the Sister Ministries. Your friend Mr. Norman gave us your number. Now, I don't know anyone named Norman. He said you would be interested in learning more about Jesus Christ. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? I am already a part of Joel Osteen's church, as you guys know. Huge fan of Joel Osteen. Not as a preacher or as a person. I know people give him a lot of flack, but he is one of the funniest people on the planet. He's also a very wealthy preacher. So that's why people don't like him. So I'm already a part of Joel Osteen's church. If the pastor is flying private jets, he must know Jesus more than anyone else. And then I sent her, whoever this is, a picture of Joel Osteen on a private jet sleeping with a bunch of cash in his lap. And I said, get your bread up before you text me. And they put a thumbs up. I said, what's your pastor drive? Joel drives a Ferrari. And then this person wrote back, we actually don't have a pastor, and everything in the church is done by volunteer work. So the people within the church don't make money volunteering. We have a prophet named President Russell M. Nelson, who is a renowned heart surgeon, but he actually makes no money being a prophet. Ha ha. One of my favorite scriptures is Acts 8:20 saying, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast thought that the gift of God may be purchased with money. God sees our hearts and our efforts. Smiley face emoji. And then I wrote back, so y'all got false prophets and broke boys around there. This is my rule with the new prophets. Okay, if someone's a modern day prophet, this is my rule. If you didn't make it into the Bible, Playboy, it's over. Okay? You're the modern day prophet is the same person who puts a neon sign in front of their house that says psychic. Psychic, open. How psychic is that person that they don't have windows? They have duct tape on their windows. How psychic can they be? Dude, if I find out who gave them my number, it's probably like, speaking of Best Buy, it's probably someone who has like the phone number. You know, you give them a phone number, they sell it to the Mormons. The Mormons hit you up. It's all big business. But it was just so funny, dude. 9:30 a.m. And I got a news article here, some Florida news here. Florida teacher found unresponsive after being severely beaten by a 5-year-old student. A 5-year-old student. And we got the article here written by Sarah Briegel, a she, her, hers. Written by Sarah Briegel. But if you don't want to call her Sarah Briegel, you can also call her she, her, hers. Kim Jong, fire the missile. An incident at a Florida elementary school has left one teacher injured. The confusing part of the story is that the teacher was attacked by a child who was just 5 years old. The child allegedly punched and kicked his teacher, Trisha Meadows, to the point where she was unresponsive and had to be carried out of the building on a stretcher. I'm just going to let that one sit. All right. Okay. Let's work through this. We're going to try to get through this story without me dying of laughter. If a 5-year-old knocked me out, I think I would have to do van life. I think I'd have to just go completely off grid. No social media. Nothing. Just completely new identity. If I got jumped by a 5-year-old to the point where I got knocked out and made the news, oh yeah, I am in another country that night. I am no longer Sean Madden with a record of 0-1 against a 5-year-old. I think the only way to redeem yourself, if you don't erase yourself from existence, to redeem yourself from getting your ass whooped by a 5-year-old, I think you have to become champion of the world in the UFC. I think you have to just climb the ranks. And even that, I don't know. Let's say you go undefeated in the UFC and your only loss in life was a 5-year-old. I still think that cancels out your championship. I still think that cancels out the belt if a 5-year-old took you down. A South Florida elementary school teacher who had been hospitalized after she was attacked by a 5-year-old student in her classroom was so severely injured, she will need surgery. Who is this 5-year-old? The next fucking light heavyweight champion? What is the hand speed of a 5-year-old? Put your hands up. The incident took place at Pine Lakes Elementary School on Wednesday. It began when 2 students were becoming violent. The teacher radioed staff saying she needed backup support in the classroom during the disturbance. How big are these 5-year-olds? What are they putting in the food that you need to call for backup? You can't break up a toddler fight? Push them over. I need backup now. We got a 5-year-old brawl. It's a fucking mess in here. The victim could blink and breathe regularly, but was not able to vocally respond following the beating at Pines Lake Elementary School. They got a photo of her on the stretcher. She has been hospitalized 3 times by this student, and men say we get paid less because our jobs are much safer. Whoa. Don't flip this into some men, women pay gap issue. All right, let's talk about the fact that you got your ass beat by a 5-year-old. You got KO'd 3 times by the same 5-year-old? If I woke up on the floor as a teacher in my classroom and I'm like, what happened? And they go, one of your students beat your ass. And I go, oh, do I teach college? And they go, no, you're a kindergarten teacher. One of your kindergarten students threw hands and you lost. How does a 5-year-old even KO you? He can't hit the chin. What, did he work the body until she took a knee and then he just finished her with the elbows? What happened? Who is this 5-year-old? He won the trilogy fight against his teacher. He's 3-0 against his teacher. Someone better watch this kid. Oh my God. The 5-year-old child was removed from the classroom and taken to a smaller room so the child could calm down. However, things escalated into a violent attack on the teacher. Put your hands up, maybe? Learn some head movement? It's a 5-year-old. Oh my God. There's no way I honestly thought this was fake. The child was not taken into custody. Yeah, he's 5. If you get KO'd by a 5-year-old, you need to rethink your entire existence. 1, how did that happen? 2, this is the next Mike Tyson. As a parent, that's got to be kind of wild. If you get the phone call, someone's hysterical on the other line, you're like, what's wrong? Is my kid okay? They go, oh yeah, your kid's fine, but the teacher's not. You're like, what happened? I don't know. Your kid just has the meanest 1-2 combo we've ever seen, and Miss Meadows is face down. She's out. If your child KOs the teacher 3 times at 5, what goes through your mind? You go, is this a demon child, or did God bless me with a way out of the hood? Did the Lord bless us with the next champion? Can we get this kid a Nike deal? What's going on? What's happening? Bro, imagine a 5-year-old coming at you. What's your first move? Spartan kick right to the forehead. It's over. This lady got KO'd. Not once. Not twice. 3 times. She got dropped by a 5-year-old. 3 times. She had 3 chances. Was there a camera in the classroom? She could have watched back on film. Oh, look, he overloads on the right. Maybe I should slip. Bang the left. What's this 5-year-old's ground game like? Did he single leg takedown her and just ground and pound? What happened? How does a 5-year-old knock you out? This is unbelievable. I know they're putting steroids in the food and everything is genetically modified, but a 5-year-old is still what? 3 feet tall at most? He had to have worked the body. Jab, jab, cross. Put her down. Just, oh. The ref's going to stop the fight. It is all over. No fucking way. Bro, at the end of his third, after he knocked out his teacher for the 3rd time, did they go, and still the undisputed kindergarten champion of the world. It's Tiny Toddler Timmy. Unreal, bro. dropped 3 times by a 5-year-old. I'm out of here. There would be no recollection of any record. I would delete myself from history if I got KO'd by a 5-year-old, let alone 3 times. He's probably only got one move. He winds up his punches. He probably telegraphs every shot. And what, you just stood there and how many times, okay, she's either faking this and is just, she's like, oh, a 5-year-old student knocked me out. I'll take the L on my pride if I can lay in bed and take a few days. Is she getting dropped for paid leave? Because I'd let a 5-year-old beat my ass for some paid time off. I'm not going to lie. But there comes a point where you're like 3 times. Come on. 3 times. You didn't learn any new moves. The 3rd time a 5-year-old rushes you, you got to be like, all right, I know how to handle this now. You're not going to knock me out a 3rd time, you little bastard. If they have a photo of me on a stretcher because a 5-year-old put the hands on me, yo, I'm gone. This is so fucking funny to me. Oh, shit. What else we got, man? The Oscars, obviously everyone's been talking about it. I just think it's funny that we're focusing on Will Smith and Chris Rock with everything that's been going on the last 2 years. That's what we're focusing on. But yeah, dude, I'm just, I was thinking today, I'm like, I'm so glad I've gotten to see New York and realizing that it's not, none of these places are what it is on TV, You go to New York and you go, wow, I didn't know it smelled like piss and there was trash everywhere on Tuesday. Still the best city in the world. You can't compete with that. But it's a dump. You know what I mean? It's a glorified disaster. Los Angeles, same thing. Time of my life, absolute dump. But I'm glad I got to see, everything for what it is. Got to peek behind the curtain in Hollywood. Just see that it's all fucking fake, dude. It is all fake, bro. People think that these actors care. They think Leonardo DiCaprio is an environmentalist, that he's for the planet. You think he's for the planet on his yacht? He's like, oh, we gotta stop using fossil fuels. And it's like, oh yeah, is that what you're thinking about when you're getting blown on your yacht? Are you sitting there eating lobster during an orgy and they're like, Leo, why are you crying? And he goes, oh, I just feel so guilty about what, Leo? Having sex with 20 women at the same time? No, this boat. It burns so much fuel. If only there was a better way. No, he doesn't give a fuck, dude. None of them care. Everyone that talks about climate change has a jet, all right? They have a jet. They have a G-Wagon that gets 12 miles a gallon. They fly everywhere in a jet. They when they land, they get on their yacht that also burns fuel. Their yacht has a helicopter on it that also burns fuel. Their yacht has a garage with another boat that also burns fuel, and out of that boat comes a jet ski that also burns fuel. Everything they have burns fuel. They own factories that burn fuel, that make plastic products that burn fuel, that end up in the ocean. And then they run over the plastic that they've created in the ocean with their boat. And then they go, the consumers are horrible. Everything comes in a plastic bag. It's like, bro, if you see the way things are going, it's like, why not just like fucking do whatever you want that makes you happy? Everyone's like looking at this like this long-term shit. And I think that's great. I think you should have a long-term plan. Don't get me wrong. But dude, I mean, like, I don't know. I remember I was like a freshman in high school, and someone that had just graduated the year before me, there was an article on the homepage of the school website. And I was on one of the school computers, and that was the homepage, that someone who had just graduated last year got blown up in Iraq because he joined the Army right out of high school. And they were like, oh, he was a straight A student. It's so sad. And I'm like, yeah, it would be sad if he had a C average. They always got to do that. Like, oh, he got straight A's. And it's like, that's, you know, that makes your eulogy more important. They have to drop your grade point average or your, you know, always like some like accolade. It can't just be like a young kid blew up. But it just made me think, dude, I'm like, you think that he, like, oh, he studied every night to get straight A's and then got blown up in Iraq? You know, it's like, it just put everything, I always think of that, just like put it into perspective for me is like, yo, just do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what about in 20 years? Yeah. Someone might hit the red button before then. You know, that's how I'm looking at things. But yeah, dude, we'll leave it right there. Episode 87. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sean Madden on all social medias. We got the full video episodes on YouTube. Catch the audio version on Spotify, Apple. And shout out to Trill Trees, man. Get it at downtown LA. LITCO is the shop you can get it at. Look for the gold accented bags. Shout out to Trill Trees at TRILLTREEZ. Trill Trees. Again, I'm Sean Madden. Thank you for leaving reviews, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Keep sharing it with your friends, family, and it's cool to watch the show grow. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you next week.
You want to smoke something? You've seen him perform all over LA. Give it up for Sean Madden, everybody.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
This joke's not gonna go well.